Do you think you're bipolar? Well, I am. So this is what we talk about here on the channel. This year I'm going to focus a lot on being bipolar. When I got diagnosed, I never even knew what it was. So if you are in the same boat and you feel the same way, then watch this video throughout the end, because I kind of talk about everything that I've learned in the process, from what it is exactly, from what I thought I had, to the point where, like, what do I do? Like, what do I do with this stuff? So I want to thank you guys for coming out. Let's get to the show. Here we go, mental mobility. Let's do this. So if you're new to the channel, welcome. On my old channel, it was pretty much on my personal page, and now I made this channel obviously to just spike it up and really focus on the bipolar part of everything that we're doing. Why? Because it's very specific, right? It's not something most people just think like, hey, I'm bipolar. Hey, you're bipolar. That's really it, right? They use it as a term to describe someone that might be acting. So when I got first diagnosed, I really didn't know what was going on. I just really needed help because I felt lost. And usually that happens when you're in a depressive state. I was very suicidal. I didn't understand what was going on. I had no motivation to do anything. I didn't care about anything anymore. So my parents told me that you have to go see a therapist. Right? And it's like you have to go see a therapist. There's no if, ands, or buts. You're going to move out of this house if you don't go see a therapist. So in that process, I went to go see a therapist. And then from there, they went through a series of questions and tests. And I was like, man, these questions are stupid. This makes no sense. And then when they came back with a diagnosis and exactly what it was, it kind of made a little bit of sense. Right? It made a little bit of sense of understanding why I never needed sleep, why I thought I could fly or rule the world, why I thought I could start businesses and make them carry through and make $10 million in 1 month. I did so many, I don't want to say crazy or stupid things, but so many hyper exaggerated things that I've lived life. But that can be dangerous, and I understand that. Right? I understand now that that part can be very dangerous, because not only do I put myself in danger, but I'll put the people that I love, right, the people that I care for, into danger as well. Not only that, it can be so hard to learn to live with someone like me, to learn to have a relationship with someone like me. And if that's a video that you want to hear about, hit the subscribe button and let me know, because I definitely will talk about it, because my wife has to live with me. Right? But I do everything I can to try to understand more about this. I do everything I can to try to live and cope with this diagnosis, because it's now a part of my life. And I feel like I have to share this part with anyone, honestly. If you're here willing to listen to me, I'm willing to let you know exactly what it is I feel, exactly what it is I go through, and tons of stories that maybe you can relate with me. I know I got a lot going on back there, right? It's football season. In my moments of mania, I buy things, and those are jerseys. So that's a perfect example of mania, where I think I have all this money where I can just buy jerseys for the Jets. So I bought those, and I put them up on the wall, not for video purposes, but I was actually trying to hide it from my wife and just saying it was a gift. But it wasn't a gift. It was me purchasing things. And that's another thing that you do in mania, right? A lot of people don't understand how to control their finances, and they spend, right? And they spend because you have these ideas that this thing is going to work, or this is going to bring me joy, or this is on sale, and this, everything just seems like a great fucking idea. I'll tell you a story right now. One time, it was maybe, I don't know how old I was, maybe 25, 26 years old. And I got a phone call from a person that was like, hey, would you like to make $10,000 this month? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. Let's see what you have in store for me. So I go through this whole process, and it's a whole book, marketing. I forget the name of the Jeff something system. It's how to like buy real estate and then sell it, and it was all in these books, right? That's where it was. It was no ebooks. They would mail it to you. I don't remember. But anyway, I gave them $10,000 for the system. So through my credit card that I had, I maxed it out and gave them my credit card number, saying I would give them $10,000. In return, they'll make me $10,000 every month for the rest of my life. And I said yes. And I gave my credit card, and immediately when I was done, I thought about it. I was sitting in my parents' restaurant, and I was like, that doesn't seem like a good fucking idea. Right? It's not a good idea at all. So I went through, this is the phone back then, it wasn't the phone, I was like this, fucking trying to get and call and call and call. Finally, I realized that I could just call my credit card company and say someone stole my credit card and I think there's a weird purchase on it, and that's what happened. So thank goodness that didn't go through, because if it did, I would have $10,000 worth of books that I probably would have pissed on. And that's for damn sure. And there's other stories where I've spent close to 15, 20, 30,000. So just like you, if you're out there, I didn't know much. I was very uneducated. I was very unaware of even what it was. If anything, I was in denial. So if anyone ever told me that I was bipolar, I would be in denial, because I would not want to listen to them. Or it's just a term that was so thrown out, like, oh, you're bipolar. That's, yeah, of course, I have up and downs just like you. No, it's a completely different thing. It's not just like, hey, I have ups and downs. I have ups and I have fucking downs. Okay, I have ups and then I have downs. Right, and if you're at that point where you're down, you think it's just down? No. Down with intent to harm myself. That's how down I get. But thinking that harming myself is way better than living. And this is what I'm trying to prevent. This is what I want to try to open up discussion with, because this is something that matters to me, because I live with it every day. So all I'm saying now is, if you kind of connect with me, you hear me, and this kind of makes sense to you, come back, let me know, comment up, let's talk. Because we got to do something about it. Because I know back in the day when I had no help, I had no one to go to talk to listen to. I just figured this shit out on my own. And I don't want you guys to go through that. So I'll see you guys later.